就向前，向前就有好姻缘。你讲到这里有没有微笑嘞？对不对？所以应该从家里要来读书的时候就要保持微笑了哈。所以真的恒持就会遇见更好的自己 ，yes。所以我们都用短短的这样的字串，一般来说这叫金句啦。但是我也不知道我自己写这个算不算金句。但是我想的就是利用短的字串，然后一再一再的重复印入自己的心。那基本上这些字对我来讲都是我的座右铭，所以唯有不放弃才能聚集更多幸福的未来。可是这一个不放弃都不是3年5年的，至少要10年功你才可以看到。那这个就是有效有效，所以呢我们有效率就自然觉得很开心，然后我们呢常常微笑，做起事来也就会有效率哦。所以我们今天刚才我出去的时候就跟我们何敏昌师兄说，敏昌师兄，我们真的没想到了，读书会跟书画团队就是梳头发跟化妆这个部分我会有什么连结？一个读书会需要书画团队吗？不需要，对不对？读书就读书，为什么需要化妆呢？可是呢，我们真的就遇到了，因为我们的大一台演员来的时候，他们有需要，所以他们提出那么需求。可是我们团队真的很神奇哦，都
So when we need
竟然2天11位
dresser
美妆高手美发高手
for the
我跟你讲，我真的很感恩。其中要特别感恩的是和服
show
一个人接引
the actor.
所以他的旁边都是这些人嘛？不是，他就找到一个以前开新娘礼服店的出去。
And we got 11 volunteer dresser to help.
其实我们自己本身，而且后来我发现这些几乎都是受证的师姐。
Last week, when the actor for the Dai show
来的时候，然后我就因为第一次书画，所以我就特别看他的妆容。
We found the dresser.
很好。后来我们私底下问经纪人说，今天
That's a good
书画的他还满意吗？
big plus for the dresser, for the actors.
书画的玉才相如热烈的掌声哈。
所
以我们真的很感恩。可是
if we walk forward, we will find our luck.
所以不是一直讲的吗？
So we met our luck.
就向前，向前就有好。
So we got a chance to know 11 dresser as a volunteer.
可以接引另外11位这样的美妆高手，真的好感动哈。那
There's a golden statement.
不是我写的，是大一台那边，其实也是常常人家在讲的。
The successful people, they have a common point. They love to read.
人士的共同点是什么？爱阅
or podcast.
其实哈，现在我相信很多人都会透过不同的媒体。
If you like to listen to the channel,
非常多。那你特别，我不晓得你如果喜欢听的频道，
they like to read
的这些人
in volume.
有一个习惯，他们是大量阅读者。无论他用
If they don't read enough, how can they hold a show?
办法做一个节目，然后
Reading should be part of life.
所以阅读这件事情，其实我们要摆入生活中，只是阅读的方式渐渐有改变，不一定是透过文字的东西。
We really appreciate
我们现在就是我们来读人，读慈济的大藏经哈。那这件事情我们非常感恩，持续哦。我们每一周3的时候可以来到主场，我们的月容师姐会做这样的服务，在主场的
the other day, April 2nd.
爱响应哈。那一天我特别就是我们4月2号
As a volunteer, how much can we donate? Her answer is 50,000 NT.
所以我们真的非常的感恩哈，我们已经捐了10万了。那我们希望有更多的一个能量的加入。
So we always have a very good volunteer.
买10个只拿2个，8个就直接给读书会。
These are all their proof.
讲师跟亲友团哈，那这些都是一个美好的见证，我们也非常感恩。
So people would love to purchase the light.
还要买5个，我说直接去请购。所以呢，大家都愿意把这个爱，而且昨天我收到的就是有一位师姐。
Last time,
是因为395
one volunteer want to buy 100 lamp.
给他们，就有一个人发心100盏。
Then when they bought it, they sell it to get donation, so they use it twice to get more donations. Later on, one volunteer from Xianyi will present about the lamp. Today is April 9th. So tomorrow, the show gonna start on the Dai TV. Remember this Chinese medicine doctor attend our show last time? She always patient want to get her treatment, but too many people they cannot get to her. The book published by this doctor. The value is 500 NT per book, but when we give out, it's only one book for one family. We have donation box as you wish. We're going to use the donation for the next time we publish the book. So we know some anonymous donation giver. So Sister Shijing is very senior volunteer in our show, and people from England, they still join our online show. See the last week's news report. So the actor for the Dai show, they joined Kaohsiung online book study. They all pray for the earthquake at Myanmar, and they do the donation to help the Myanmar and the Thai for the earthquake. Let's all send our blessing to those suffer from the earthquake. First, right, the show look at the dressing is by our volunteer dresser. Principal Lee said we don't have we're not the owner of our life, but we got the right to use our body to live the life. So the actor and the person in the true story, they are on the same stage. So the school's administrator also joined the sign language show. They can always perform some. Let's give a great applause for the Dai TV. So they can combine the two events together in one news report where we appreciate the news reporter. If you have seen the Dai show last night, it shows the principal couple, a very good couple. They love each other. So the principal of the Shijing Middle School said, "How can you interrupt her talking? If I don't interrupt her, she will never stop." So we are very appreciate we have this. We wish you can pass the news to show more people. So already have the 2,700 view on this video. If you heard Master Zhenyan's presentation this morning, Master Zhenyan mentioned those twin sister have operation to divide them into two. Do you know where those two little girls are right now? So at that time, those two twins are connected together on the body. So not until 9 years old, Shijing Hospital helped them to do the operation to separate them to individual body person. So this story, as long as we follow the story, we will learn a lot from this story. So we really appreciate Master Zhenye share the twin story for us. So we love Master Zhenye, we should talk about Shiji more. As long as we are Shiji volunteer, we need to listening. So even it's a old saying, we learn something new. So when the volunteer, she was a leader for the community volunteer. It's the first time she present in the public. So if we want to do whatever one is capable of doing now, because waiting accomplishes nothing. A resolution must be expressed with action. Focus on general principle, not trifles. With the above characteristics, they are qualified follower of master. Master will feel at ease. Wish everyone be master's ideal talent. Put palm on chest and say, "Relax, master. We are your ideal disciples." Sit down if you are master's ideal disciple. Let's snap our fingers 3 times. Each time, little higher said, "Master, we are your ideal disciple."
人说，你们是传法人，要好好传，传好法，法入心成为随生无量，更要法入人心，净化人间。所以我们祈勉自己，爱上人就要多说慈济。看一下2024年，
这是the second week.
2021年再给祝福。所以我们的好姻缘棒棒接力下来，今天是第2周的热烈掌声，感恩慎重喜明文清金圣乃
We love the Japanese translation team, English translation team,
带领的我们的翻译团队田中雅一、山田
and Malaysian translation
的
team.
部分第2周来到马来西亚，热烈掌声，感恩玉梅、小青、瑞山、立新、俏荣
The Malaysian translator team
好，马来
online.
第2周热烈掌声，感恩丽丝、银元、福金燕、雨香、一花、麦宝仪、永义、秀娟、红玲，郑燕妮哈，这个部分我应该调整，这些新简报都已经出来了哈。那
The Hakka language translation got a bigger team right now.
可是我们要不要持续接引？要，一定要。所以我们热烈掌声，感恩傅凯杰、苏梅、瑞菊、伟清、金珠、池凯、博平、文章、玉芳以及云金哈。今天
The leaders said, I have a Hakka language study. So she got invited as a volunteer for the Hakkanese online translation team.
所以你会什么要让我知道？你说倒霉了，我会什么让老师知道？就马上要
contact us, we'll get good
我告诉你，就会有好姻缘。
cause.
我们接轨一定会好姻缘，所以不要躲得好好的哈。所以非常的感恩。那秋玉这边一生无量，谢谢大家帮我们写信。那现在来看，做口译学习更多。你看介文清师兄写这一篇是2023年10月10号，他说那一天呢，他其实在美国，不是在。 反正他就是在一个
environment and the time difference is not convenient to do the online translation.
可是后来他还是心想，好吧，加入力量，我来挑战时差。
Because his translation for a doctor, so he has to spend extra time to learn the medical terminology.
也要同步的了解，所以他说往后这个主题，他中文也会分享，英语也会分享。重点是他从他的分享当中去知道，原来这世界上
the translator understand somebody has to cut their stomach to control their weight.
身形还有身体能够保持健康，所以。
So this doctor in 18 years did 3,000 cut stomach operation. So weight loss to control their diet, and the operations is the last way to do it. So Sister Yuyan,
天的前一天是他的母难日，也就是他的生日。他说受到我们的邀约，应该珍惜那一天。他几乎像
time difference back from Canada.
然后就一直觉得很兴奋。结果呢，他们那一天从太平要出来。
So when she left Taiping,
太平要出来的时候呢，就是他们雷雨交加，好冷。 可是呢，他们的厨房已经有咖啡
so the first time
然后就来30
they come to the
那对他们而言是第一次
online book study main stage.
他来的时候签了180本，他非常谢谢我们的团
She also signed her book donation to the volunteers. When she interact in the bus, they were discussing about the online book study and about her book. So that's one of her books, and she got very good acquaintance. Thanks for Yuyan's sister and brother Wenqing. So this is people doing the reception for the guests. we need to go forward. So we have less people to do the feedback. Anytime where you are on a show, please give us feedback online. So I drew from Northern California give feedback. So Sister Yujin from Australia said, "Oh, the online book study started." So Yuting is online now. Say hello only. So Sister Wang Hua from Beijing said she has now online for quite a while. So Sister Lisa, let me know where you're from. Thanks for your energy for this online book study. So really from US, Canada, China, all kinds of readers give us feedback. And thanks Si Ren to the online painting. So today we're going to connect to the Nepal's volunteer couple. So they are entrepreneur, but they have a very good life, where they devote their heart to go to the rural area in Nepal.
Okay. Thank you. From the picture, we can see Brother Chu gave me the picture. Do you want to share with me, or what do you mean by this? Listen carefully. I'm very touched. On the day March 24th, lunar calendar, which date do you think this of? This is actually a master do medicine Buddha reciting. But they are using this time. Nepal is using this time to do the infinite sutra chanting in Nepal language. When before we translate this, they actually not using their own language to read the infinite meaning sutra. So they can really understand better using their own language to read the sutra. Brother Chu has been there for a while. This is what we can see, that they are helping the Bakro village. The Bakro village, the kids are so hot when they are in the class. We cannot focus with such a humid and hot weather. and they only have a few electric fans. So the principal asked us to give them 10 electric fans, but at the end, we gave them 12 electric fans. Originally, they were trying to ask this from the government, but it took a long time. So they just asked us, and we gave them right away. Please give them an applaud. It's so touching. Not only we give them the love, but we inspire the local people to do the same thing. This is the builder who is always encourage his employee to save a small deposit every day. And then another hotel owner also got encouraged to do the same thing. Lucky, this is the boss of the hotel. So they get the same idea of our piggy bank, so we can help more people. People can be inspired monthly to do their donation. We have seen from the news that so many ideas and so many actions they did. And this is Brother Chu is trying to buy some equipment and utensils and furnitures for the new house to move in, for the new Great Love Village. They try so hard to buy better things for them. We have to pick the above average things. These people cannot ever imagine in their life that they can live in such a nice house. You can see so many things that we get them. Total like 12 items. And also we also give them the Jinshi aphorism in home so that they can get inspired, which is very meaningful, that bring the Shijing Dharma into their house. And they also try to get the expert to plant the trees in front of their house. Today, the main content that Brother Chu is going to share with us is for the year-end ceremony in Nepal, including the Buddha basing ceremony. Initially, they only expect 1,500 people to join and 100 masters to join. But then it came out more than 3,000 people came, double their expectations. So everybody was so joyful to see so many people came. All the seats were taken. Today it's very incredible that all the masters, we originally expect only 100. It came 218. And then for the audience, it came 3,600 people out of the 1,500 that we expected. Isn't it very touching? So let's give them a big applause for the team, for the Shijing Nippon team. After I review all this, I was really touched before Brother Brother Xianyi to say something with us. Okay, let's give them a big applause. Welcome, Brother Chu from Singapore. I like to be with you because you have positive power. Hello, hello, Brother Chu and Sister Lee, a beautiful couple, a Bodhisattva couple. Thank you so much for sharing with us. Let's begin. People, all the family members in Kaohsiung, I'm so grateful that you've been so mindful to arrange all these activities. Thank you so much, Sister Meiyun. Everybody was attracted because of your mindfulness. Today, I want to share what you have just seen that we have done in Nepal. We've been there 3 summers and 3 winters. And this is a very good affinity because of Master's idea for the Buddhism and for sentient beings that we will witness and then put this in action for the vow that Master wants. So this is what our team tried to do. The first thing is to make this invitation card. You have to make them with different languages. You can see the difference. On the left is the virtual peak, but on the right is the Madame Moyes house. The people are sensitive to the virtual peak because it's in India, it's not in Nepal. So we respect the local tradition. Instead of making the virtual peak, we put it as a Lady Moyes a temple. So we try to change the invitation card into the new one. Then you can see the venue for the end of year ceremony. On the left is in the university, only 200 people. University only for internal use. So we have to find Another one on the right, which can hold about 4,000 people. And next we can see these two brothers, local brothers. On the left is brother Xianyi, is from the TV station, Bodhi TV station. He is in charge of the chanting for the masters. And on the right, brother Jichen is in charge of inviting all the masters. Because of the language requirement, we need their help. So we leverage their power into our effort. So this is why we need to inspire local people to help us. Next one, you can see the invitation that we went to the temple twice. Incredible is the ceremony of breaking ground. It's in 1 week that before we can start. And especially for the masters, we only expect 100, but it came 218. So inside of the 1 week, we need to visit them twice. It's try to chant the language, the Napoleon language of the Infinite Meaning Sutra. So it means that translation is actually very easy to understand. So this is very important for them to really understand the meaning and then recital it. So we need both BQ and BQs to chant the sutra. On the right is the BQ, and on the left is the BQs. And not only they are chanting, also the whole room, everyone, the masters are chanting together. More than 200 people are chanting the sutra together in their own language. One thing very touched me is excuse me. It was the power once was stopped. The power, they lost the power, but very touching that the masters still use their cell phone to chant the sutra. This is outside after 1 week before the ceremony of breaking ground. That masters and all the masters came out to recite.
唱诵团队，就是比丘尼的唱诵啊。来下一张。所以大家都可以看到这个
Next one.
这些都是我们大家所讲的，到底排到多远多长啊？这个就是长到
This is the audience. We can see that they lined up such a long way.
这样的那个排进来，可见的那他们对慈济的
More than 3,000 people.
也一起来跟我们一起
Even including Muslim also came.
大家可以看到这个就是动土仪式
Next picture.
那一幕啊。
This is the breaking ground ceremony, the beginning of breaking ceremony. You can see Deputy CEO Lin is leading, guiding the masters to the ceremony. So to bring back the Buddhism to Nepal, to India is very incredible. Thank you so much. Although we only have such a short time, but you can share us the imagine. Sister Guoxiang, can you say something? Are you already adapt to the Nepal's weather? And when I try to invite the masters, I had to go to work. I have to learn to sing the song and learn the sign language. Because they always lost their power, and they have to learn to sing even without the power. I'm so grateful that we have Shijing, that we have chance to send our love to their local people and to sing the sutra with their own language. We need to teach them more about their sign language too. So I learned a lot from this experience. Thank you so much. You most know Chinese and English. Now can you speak Napoleon? Napoleon has a lot of dialects. It's very hard to learn. They have their own local language. So hard to learn their language. So maybe sign language is a good choice. People are making comment now. Sister from Yunnan, give them a feedback. Nice couple did so much in the Nepal, in the homeland of Buddha. They are really the model of Bodhisattva. Your job for the last 3 years has been very touching people. Today that we can see that you bring the true Buddhism back to Nepal. And when we saw so many masters showing up on our ceremony, background ceremony. It's very touching. We can use Master's teaching and Buddha's teaching to spread the love to more people. Thank you so much for going from Singapore to Nepal, such an effort to show everybody your love. How nice that you can actually show the 3,000 people are learning the sign language. Let's give them a big applause again for Brother Chu and Sister Lee. Thank you. Give them the big hand. And waving to them, say bye-bye, welcome, join us later. Thank you. Let's go the next. We have been collecting the lotus, lot of lotus for already, we have already 63,000, more than 63,000 hot lotus. It's a big love of heart. We have many products in our Jinshi product. Please come and buy this with the discount. Today we also can see many people is actually wearing the dye technology product. Next week, we hope you still can come and share with us with this product. This is good feedback. I'm sorry, we had to skip this. At least we can see from all of them are from Yunnan and one from Shandong. We have a big guiding, study guiding project. So this project is going to teach people how to do the guide study for master's footprint. So Sister Yuting is making this poster. And she accepted the challenge. Where I interact with my cell phone with the speech function. So my cell phone already understands my words very good, very well. We are not the best, but we want to be getting better with you. So now, this project, the fourth class will be planned by Sister Xianyi. So this is the team is going to give you the lectures. This is how we initiate the development of our courses. Whoever wants to be a better person, you can come to join us. So this is the fall class. Thanks to Sister Xianyi. To use these 4 classes to be a better guiding study. So starting from June, every odd week, we hope that you can join us. June 4th, 18th, and then July 2nd and July 16th. Not only that we show you how to do it, but we will present with sister or brothers to give you the example, so you can learn their presentation. No matter if you are already in the team or you are in Kaohsiung, you all can come join us. Yesterday, Sister Dailin from Mozambique saying that the time is not very welcoming. But actually, as long as you have time, welcome to join us. We have Sister Xianyi that you want to join us. We will provide you all the required materials. And then you can start learning. You can start learning. So we are very appreciate that they can actually put all this together. So this is our team. Next one, our study guiding will be we'd like to be with you.
The master, full master, and sister and brother. I'm Yuru. My Dharma name is Wenqing. I will be covering the winter scroll from December 26th to December 31st of 2023. And Indonesian Tzuji sister and brother celebrating their 30th anniversary. And after that, they actually visit Master in December 29th, 2023. The origin of the Indonesian Tzuchi is started from some businessman's wife from Taiwan. Originally, it was from Sister Liang, and then to the Sister Sumei. In those days, many businessmen's wife were sending kids to the school, and they will wait around the school for a long time. And because Sister Sumei's home was nearby the Taipei school, so they invite them to their home. Beginning, Sister Liang Chong will have visited to the nursing home and orphanage, and they actually packed the gifts or supplies in Sister Sumei's home. And because later Sister Liang Chong then moved back to Taiwan because of her husband's job change. And later, Sister Sumei take a few sisters to visit Master in 1993. After returning to Indonesia, they started some case study, home care in 1994. Because of the Merapi Mountains volcano eruption, so they actually started some program and going to the disaster area to give supplies. Later in 1998, there was an anti-Chinese riot. And why was that? Let's hear from the master. In 1998, because of the anti-Chinese event causing the social unrest. So I encourage them. Do you know why there is such a riot? Why is because the locals were too poor. The Chinese are very wealthy. You use local laborers, earn so much money, but the locals are still so poor. They are working for the wealthy person. So I said, if you want to let the country become settling down, you need to use love. Only love can settle the country. So I wish them to care for the local. At that time, because in the beginning to actually get in touch with the local was not so safe, so they invited the military to help to maintain the order. But at the time, the general said that actually our military personnel was also very poor. We didn't get salary for 6 months already. So can you first consider do the distribution to our military personnel's family first? I agree with that. We should treat them all equally. So we use 3 days to distribute the supplies to the military personnel. Thanks, Master Chenyan's sharing. There are a few key person contributors. First is Sister Jia Wenyu. She is the secretary to the Sina Mars group CEO. So every day she will mention Tzu to the CEO. And in 1998, actually, she even take the CEO, Mr. Huang, to see Master Xianyi. And after they returned to Indonesia, turns out that they have such a big riot in a week. So later in 2002, on K River, because the huge rain, heavy rain, it caused a flood. So, Sister Wenyu just proposed that we need to do something. This is very heavy rain. At the time, I passed the video to Master Xianyi. After seeing the video, she asked why there are so many people living on top of the river. It could be also a part of the reason why you have the flood. So at that time, I suggest that we can do something. At the beginning, we want to build some simple houses, but because in Jakarta, the land is so expensive, so we end up deciding to building a high-rise building which can accommodate more family in a small land. And finally, the Great Love housing was completed within a year also. We also built some job training center. So from then on, that Master encouraged the entrepreneur to contribute to help the locals. And everyone has a love moving toward the same direction, then we can reach a country of safety and peace. Thank you. Thank you for your listening. Let me interview with Yuru. She's very precise, very punctual. Just 10 minutes. So they actually prepared the script so early, prepared so early. So these days, they are so good, so professional. I actually make little changes to the script. So I actually need to try to memorize the script that what I want to share, so I can be very precise on time. So they write the script in 2,000 characters. They need so because they are so fluent in reciting their scripts. It doesn't sound like they are reciting something it was so natural to listen to. So, so they are really putting so much effort and make it so so precise and punctual. Yeah. So, so they use very recent video clips. So you need to find out some better quality video to make your sharing more convincing and natural. So now we have a program to train this guiding more in a better quality. Yeah, so we thank them so much. So we impose more requirement, and hopefully that we can bring a better program to all of you. Yeah, you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. Next is our summary verse. We're so grateful to many of the writer. So this is about our last program, and also we have assistant and from New Jersey. This is about a new diadrama. And this is about Sister Huiying's story about Mr. Zhou leading to a better life. This is about New Jersey's their stories. This again are different sisters from New Jersey, from USA, to share New Jersey chapters and story. This is about the diadrama from Shijing school in Huarong. Let's take a picture. Please take off your mask. We will take a picture together. So this part we summarize from last program. a lot of touching story from New Jersey. They actually did a lot of work in Central and South America. We also have the food bank program. And finally, this is about the Dai Drama.
连续2次哈，好，那就到这边哈，找到生命的价值，我们也是哈，一次爱的鼓励给我们跨国的顺口溜团队一起来。顺口溜团队，你们
好，Dr. Summer University.
好，那接下来就是这本书，如果您初次来到我们读书会，有2本书可以跟你们结缘，一本是我们月上云端，一本是我们杜鹃师兄跟美卓师姐人品典范的书，里面还会讲到我们
Come to our program. First time we will give you 2 books as a gift.
已经领过了就不要再领了哈。那接下来是巨星登场，能量昂扬，海外加人莅临主场。各位，上个星期他刚来过，顺口溜也刚，我们很少呢，连续2周。
Next will be our speaker for the day from overseas. This is Sister Huarong Zhang. She used to be the New Jersey director, New Jersey director. And this are our editing team. They made these beautiful posters for us. And Sister Huarong's topic is Let Go. Let's watch what she did when she was in Guangzhou, China. This is a music show talking about loving mother trying to help the kids and how they realize that love is the best way to solve the children's problem. And we talk about the 5 poisons: greed, anger, ignorance, arrogance, and doubt that brought us so many afflictions and worry. So here Sister Huarong is saying that in the Buddha Bathing Festival, they show this music show to arouse people to remove those 5 poisons. And she's a great director for activities, and you can see that from her videos. She's also leading singing groups, going to senior homes, and look at the singing and dancing. This is what she did in New Jersey. And she said, wonderful, you're doing a wonderful job. And look at those seniors. They're very happy and following her doing those exercises. And she said, I want to see your arms. And she's leading them into the songs, happy songs. She went from New Jersey to Guangzhou to bring her love everywhere. Now you can see the line dance that she did. And we love to be with you because you have positive energy. Aren't you touched? No matter in Guangzhou, China, or in New Jersey, US, she brings love everywhere.
他设计的，然后带动大家，可是他人并没有在现场，所以你那时候是没有在新泽西，是教好他们，他们去带的，对不对？麦克风，
我每次回到家就他们会来，我就先教完他们。
My computer internet is a little slow, so let me turn off some of things.
对，你看，所以呢，他本身是分身乏术，可是他就把他带出去以后，他的分身很多，所以就可以一生无量。
She's got duplicates.
就是像他讲的，把他带会了，所有人学会。
Everywhere, she taught many people in different areas in order to bring the same positive effects to different areas. Do you remember? Master says some people are very, very rich. No matter where they go, they have big homes all over the world, not just their small homes. And when they wake up in the morning, they need to know, where am I? But these things do not bother them at all because they find home everywhere in the world. And I'm very grateful for Sister Huarong to come over here today, and her older sister is also here. And Huarong, Sister Huarong uses music to bring positive effects everywhere. Well, now many businesses are inviting older people to be their speakers, like Madonna. Don't ask me how old I am. I don't want to admit that I'm old. Recently, AI delete the old. So we could use AI to reduce our age or eliminate our age. And now let's welcome Sister Huarong to tell us about Let Go. We love to be with you because you have positive energy. Now you're on. Dear Master and Dharma Masters and all sisters and brothers online, good day. Thanks to teacher Meiyun for inviting me here. Like going home. Last week, I joined Tzu Ji from the music door. And this Let Go is the first song I taught the choir group in Tzu Ji. Now I've been in Tzu Ji for about 30 years. I have a lot of feelings, and here is what I'm going to share with you. I am so blessed. I've been in the US, China, and Taiwan, and had many good relationships with Tzu Ji volunteers. The biggest impression I have is life and death are impermanent. Causes and conditions bring about consequences. This is my realization on the Tzu Ji road. Since I was a teenager, from accompanying my grandma, at that time I didn't know about how to accompany people who are near death. Accompany the dying, chant for those choosing euthanasia, comfort those who cannot let go of the deceased. And my dad had intestinal cancer. He had so much pain that he almost wanted to kill himself. So how do we support those facing suicide or sudden death? Assist the faithful who pass peacefully. Case visits and international disaster relief experience. The most significant experience is from my uncle. Yeah, we used to live with my uncle. And when I went to the US, he was also in New York while I was in New Jersey. When my husband had a business in Guangzhou, China, my uncle also went to China. In 2001, May 30th, I called to visit him. But I had to go to my manager's wedding, so I thought I would visit him the next day. But who knows? Right after the wedding, my uncle passed away. My husband's friend rushed to the so I rushed to the farewell party, and I planned everything and led the farewell ceremony for him, for my uncle. After I led the ceremony, the funeral home workers asked me, "Which company are you from? It's so wonderful." So that's how I accompanied my uncle to his cremation. My older sister's son was only 26, very handsome and young. Qing. And when I went to see him, he looked so peaceful and handsome. My sister's niece lived with us in New York for 3 years. My husband loved her as a daughter. I chat with her until 3 or 4 in the morning because she had suffering, and she couldn't tolerate that anymore. She killed herself. I also have a Tzu sister. She used to be in our choir group. When I visited her while she was dying, she couldn't speak, but she had motions. From her mouth's motion, I could tell that she was saying great love, and life is like a lotus flower. Life is impermanent. So I sang that song to her, and then she smiled, and we both nodded, and she passed away very peacefully. I always remember the peaceful smile on her face when I sent that lotus flower to her. Every time when I face the body, I would think back about their life and imagine if I am lying there, what would have I been thinking? What should I leave my future generations? And where would I go? In the past few years, I had many case visits. I saw a naked guy in an iron cage. He was insane and he was locked with animals because if his family member let him out of the cage, he would hit people. That's why they locked him in that cage. When I went to the Dominican Republic, and you see many people got blind when they were in certain age. How am I so lucky to live in paradise? And look at the former Twin Towers of New York were destroyed during the 9/11 attacks. I actually drive through a turnpike every day, and I could see the Statue of Liberty every day and the Twin Towers. And at that time, I thought, oh, these Twin Towers will stay forever. Who knows? They were all destroyed on 9/11. Now we see the current One World Trade Center building. So all these gave me a witness to the impermanence of the material world and life. And I realized the three principles and the four aspects, the impermanence of the body. Yeah, I had some health problems last year, just like the screws are broken on the machine. I have been in and out the hospital several times. I had several operations. Because I learned the Dharma, the Buddha Dharma, and look at the huge mansions I used to live when I was young. And at that time, the courtyard is filled with dragonflies, and we kids were competing to see who could catch the most dragonflies for fun. And I think because I killed so many beings, mistaken killing, indiscriminate killing for fun, all disregard the fundamental equality of all living beings, and I repent for all these bad things I did. Only the power of vow can transform karmic force. So sickness is a blessing. So when karma comes, we have to face it, accept it, deal with it, and let it go. We need to vow before the Buddha. From now on, I will spread the Dharma through music. In 2021, January, Master Dezhuan says, our master sincerely hopes to preach the Dharma through music, conveying a heart of caution and devotion with the aim of purifying people's minds. Ciji songs are selected for their beautiful, easy-to-sing melodies and meaningful lyrics that teach through enjoyment. The Master deeply hopes us to use music to preach and convey a cautious and pious heart, so as to achieve the goal of purifying people's hearts. Ciji songs are selected for their beautiful melodies, easy to sing, and meaningful lyrics that are both entertaining and educational. This is how we raise funds with the Great Love Music Concert in New Jersey, and also the Academy, Ciji Academy Choir Group practicing. And this is in China, Guangzhou. I sing, and let's all sing good songs to spread the goodwill. And that's the happiest thing, to sing good songs together. I realized that all my vows become true. And see, the Lotus Heart Fragrance Reading Club and Compassionate Music soars. That's how I led in Taiwan, Beitou. These are all the photos of how I use music to spread Dharma. Here comes the title for today, Let Go. This is the lyric from the song, Let Go. Let's look at please listen to the music and realize the lyrics and think about its meaning. Living in this world, we can't avoid worldly matters. So why cling with empty hands? Let go, let go, let go. Discern right from wrong. Understand the Buddha's teachings. Why cling with empty hands? Let go, let go, let go. Let go of the worries from 1 minute ago and gain compassion. Let go of the worries from 1 minute ago and attain freedom and peace. See things clearly. Think far ahead. Lift yourself up and learn to let go. Only by letting go can you truly gain. Living in this world, we can't avoid worldly matters. So why cling with empty hands? Let go, let go, let go. Is it nice? Yes, it's beautiful, and you will never get tired of listening to this song. And when we have a lot of worries, this is a good song to listen and to remind ourselves to let go. This helps me to let go of many physical things. Among the 6 perfections of the Bodhisattva path, giving comes first. The most precious kind of giving is being able to let go of what we love most. Look at teacher Meiyun. She let go of the time to be with her family and her free time to prepare for this online book club every week. Time flies. 1 week comes right after another. So, live and let go. The most precious kind of giving is being able to let go of what we love the most. Give, give, and give again. How to let go of wealth, time, energy, fame, and fortune. The inner letting go of temper, greed, jealousy, love, suspicion, resentment, pride, ego, attachment. Before, I used to read Chong Yao's love novels all the time when I was young. These kind of emotional clingings, like letting go of petty love, renting out your husband, putting others first, supporting Da'ai TV. It's a charity-focused TV channel. The thing that hurts you and cheats you the most is what you do. And the person who can help you, save you, is also yourself. Brother Gao Mingshan lived upstairs. When he came back to visit the Jingsi abode in Huarong, he wanted to return to Seattle to see his family, and he said goodbye to our master. And master said, "Oh, you are still attached to your small love." And because master actually wanted us to raise above the small love and develop the great love. So that's how I was able to let go of petty love and rent out my husband and support Da'ai TV. One master heard a believer complaining about her husband was spreading love outside the home, and master said, "Why don't you treat that as you are just renting out your husband briefly?" So when I solicit supporters for Da'ai TV, yeah, I needed to treat people well to support Da'ai TV. So let go, let go, let go. From the Dharma Sutra, the Bodhisattva should practice giving without attachment to form. Giving should become a habit. The three-will emptiness. Give without expecting anything in return and be grateful. A heartfelt confession from America's dearest friend during her final moments. She said, "Huarong, the most meaningful and grateful time of my life was the period I spent doing Ciji charity work with you." I was so touched because we had a lot of fun. We had Ciji events in my home at that time. And you look at her, she went from rebellion to discipline and decorum, and she became a permanent disciple of Master. When he was in the 41 camp, she saw a lady sitting next to her with all the fashion net, pantyhose, and people reminded her that she used to wear something like that. And she donated money to have 2 honorary board membership. That means she had donated 2 million Taiwanese dollars. So at the end of life, it will be like watching a movie, reviewing the journey of our lives. we will always realize why the Master has always encouraged us to use the perspective of impermanence to mindfully live through every moment and to reflect on our own lives. Deeply understand ourselves, realize the lessons of this life. The responsibilities and mission of a Tzu Chi volunteer is to shoulder the duty and work in harmony with other volunteers. And I'm very grateful for my husband who has been supporting all my Tzu Chi work. Declutter and let go. We must declutter in life and also in our journey of living. When it comes to unpleasant memories, emotions, or even people, don't let them pile up or cling to them tightly. Learn to forget and learn to say goodbye. Let go of personal desires and greed. Wholeheartedly help others and benefit the world. Turn away from the endless cycle of afflictions. No more repeating the same painful lessons in the cycle of life and death. Don't calculate, oh, this is what I did, and this is my work. No more repeating the same painful lessons in the cycle of life and death. So we need to know our blessings, cherish our blessings, and create more blessings. And this is the 3 words Master reminds us this year: to learn and to enlighten. So if we cherish our blessings and create more blessings, that's the biggest blessing. So give ourselves applause for being cherishing and creating more blessings. See, when I used to have this fancy home, my bathroom is bigger even than other people's rooms. So I have to give rise to a heart of repentance and fear that one's blessings will be exhausted. My house in Guangzhou is also huge. I'm so tiny, and my big mansion in Guangzhou is too big for me. I also have another home in Yuru. These are all big homes. And every morning when I woke up, I needed to remind myself, which home am I in? So I was awakened. That's why Master says, the wealth and honor of this life was too many, then you are using up your wealth and blessing for next year. So we need to know wealth and honor. Yeah, as long as you can do, that's a blessing. You have to have honor and wealth. And so we are all wealthy and honored. Not riches do not mean prestige. So it's important to be enlightened, to learn and to be enlightened. Blessings must be accumulated. So we need to store up blessings. Recently, the business is not good, and lots of natural disasters and man-made calamities. So when I ask the kids how they're doing, they say good. Then I say they should frequently drink the four spirit soup: contentment, gratitude, understanding, and tolerance. Our master says a person with a grateful heart will have a righteous mind and kind direction. On Ciji path, on the Ciji mat, this is my favorite one, another favorite song in Ciji. Our master led us to walk on the Ciji path. So let's all sing and dance together. Okay, let's sing. Yeah, we just move together, exercise. We come from different places, yet head toward a common direction. That place is our home. Jinsi abode lifts us as we soar. We come from different places, yet share a common dream. Together, we forge the path of life, growing together in the Ciji world. Though the road is full of challenges, we carry them with smiling hearts. Though there's something sorrow along the way, great love in our hearts transforms grief. Grateful to have you by my side, with your company on the Ciji path. Grateful you share my sadness. The Ciji world overflows with the power of love. And there is a wonderful Da'ai drama, Happy Birthday. The theme song for that drama is, if tomorrow were the start of your next life, how would you live today? I use warmth to protect life, leaving a mark on the waves. I use mindfulness to protect life, health, bring light to the turning wheel. So cultivate ourselves with compassion, give with a compassionate heart. Know blessings, cherish blessings, and create more blessings. Let go, let go, let go. It's so beneficial, all these loving songs. We don't have the fancy mansions that Sister Huarong has, but her heartfelt sharing let us know that it's important to know, cherish, and create more blessings. Even though we don't have the huge energy power and mansion you have. And when I went to a fortune teller years ago, he asked me to write my names. And he said, oh, you are rich and prestigious all your life. At that time, I wholeheartedly believe his blessings. But at that time, I think back, I'm a teacher. How could I be rich and prestigious all my life? But think back, we're in Taiwan, and rich means you're willing to share with others. Prestigious is when you have all those benefactors around you. That's why we are all rich and prestigious. So let's put our palm in our heart. We are rich and prestigious all my life. And after we're willing to let go, know blessings, cherish blessings, and create more blessings, we will be very happy. So the most important thing is and these are all wonderful positive feedbacks from the audience. Sister Huarong. And Sister Huarong, you showed us the great love of life. And we love how you spread Dharma and love with wonderful Ciji songs. And Jinghui Sijie from sister from Tainan says, loved your sharing of mindset determines our life. And thank you, Sister Huarong, for bringing these wonderful songs to us. And I love these songs. And Yefen from Japan, one, thanked you for showing us how to face impermanence with Ciji songs, philosophy, and Dharma. Sister Tina says, life is impermanent. We sincerely thank you for your sharing. And Sister Lui Tuo and Zhang Ruixin from Beijing. And your sharing reminds us of our loving Ciji family members. Using love, music to care for others, help us handle the impermanence of life. And from Inner Mongolia, volunteer shared that she cried when she heard the Ciji songs. Cry, cry, cry. And she also complimented on the sister who was willing to rent her husband away to do charity work. Oh, now we have a sister, Qiu Yue, in Kaohsiung. She's actually Sister Huarong's junior high school classmate. Okay, welcome everyone to this online book club, so you get to meet your old classmates, and it's a happy. Wow, see, they got to see one another after 50 years. That's we thank Sister Huarong.
Okay, and now we are moving on to our next section, which is the Great Love Radio, hosted by Sister Janet Yao and Brother Victor Jie. Master Zhang, Masters at the above, and Ciji family all around the world. Good day to all of you. My name is Victor Jie. My Dharma name is Jiyong. My name is Janet Yao. My Dharma name is Ya. So we bring a different topic to share with you every month. But all of our stories have to do with sharing love around the world. And so today's sharing is going to be about stories of using love to safeguard kindness or actions of kindness. So this year, on the 5th day of the first month of the lunar calendar, there is this day of welcoming the god of wealth, if you will. And there was an event for honorary or for donors of Ciji, a New Year's event. And the focus of the event, or the main activity of the event, was to collect what we called puzzle pieces or donation pledges to create a puzzle of love in support of the wildfire disaster victims in the US and Southern California. And from that event, we were actually able to collect more than 23 million new Taiwan dollars in donations to support victims. So these fires began on January 7th in the US. You may well have heard of them. They became extremely big wildfires with a lot of impact. But as soon as the disasters happened, the Tzu Chi volunteers quickly jumped into action. Amongst other things, at the El Monte office, Tzu Chi volunteers set up a gathering place or a place of refuge for Tzu Chi community members. So for folks who were evacuated, or folks who maybe lost power or otherwise, they had a place to come for refuge. Some of the other things that Tzu Chi volunteers did was reach out directly to the community. For example, going to the homes of either Tzu Chi volunteers or community members who have trouble with mobility and giving them care packages. We also had masters at the abode personally calling and reaching out to some to some volunteers as well, and also supporting a lot of these care packages with a lot of these Jingsi products. One of the Tzu Chi volunteers on this slide right here, she actually her name is Sister Wu Zhen. She actually lost her home in this fire. This was the home that she lived in for 44 years. And yet, despite losing her home, she actually came to the Disaster Recovery Center to support other disaster victims. So how was it that despite her own troubles, her losing her own home, she was still able to help others? So let's hear her share. She's sharing here that I feel like for me, this is changing my perspective. I didn't want to keep being down about my own circumstances. I wanted to instead step out into the community and with my own experiences, help a lot of these other victims who I know feel so helpless. And, some of the victims might think, oh, well, you don't understand my circumstances. And I can say, well, let me show you my home. And then they'll understand that you also have gone through these circumstances and you understand what we're going through. And in this way, I can connect with them further and further help them to understand how Tzu Chi can help them. And yet in doing so and helping others, I also felt that I was helping myself. Through the trauma that I myself felt, through helping others, I felt that I was able to really bring myself out of this trauma. Now, many, many different organizations were involved in providing disaster relief, including various religious organizations. And so a number of these religious organizations on January 11th initiated a interfaith alliance for the community to both pray and to fundraise in support of disaster victims. So there were Dharma masters, there were pastors, and other religious leaders coming together to collectively pray for the disaster to quickly subside and for those affected by the disaster to heal and to recover. Now, on this slide, we can see that in the temporary shelter that Tzu Chi had set up, we had also shown we were able to display to the other community members and the other organizations the resources that Tzu Chi had set up to support disaster victims. Now, on January 14th, Tzu Chi began joining the operations at the Disaster Recovery Center. There were 2 disaster recovery centers in the Los Angeles area, one on the east side, one on the west side. And Tzu Chi, by invitation, participated in these operations, supporting with registration for disaster relief victims, registering these victims so that they later had the opportunity to receive various forms of support. January 18th, Tzu Chi actually held our first disaster relief distribution for the disaster victims. So folks who were affected by the fire were able to come and receive emergency financial assistance in the form of cash debit cards, as well as a number of other resources, including food, clothes, shoes, blankets, toiletries, etc. And in this distribution, there were volunteers from all over North America. There were volunteers from Canada, from Northern California, from even the East Coast. In the US, everyone came together to support this distribution and these events. We even had the Tzu Mobile Clinic for Vision and Eye Care from New York come to support as well. So really, we could see that the support was very, very widespread. So we'll go through a couple of different examples here. We see in the New York Long Island Tzu Academy, they also had a fundraising event where everybody in the school participated. In the Walnut Tzu Academy campus in Southern California, whether it was teachers or students, more than 300 people in the New Year blessing ceremony also collectively brought home bamboo banks to contribute to fundraising. In New Jersey, you could see that there was this event held outside of a church where multiple different religious organizations came together to fundraise. And in Northern California too, there were a number of events that we hosted as well, including businesses that were already supporting Tzu, such as by hosting bamboo banks in their businesses. We reached out to these businesses, and some of the examples of businesses that helped in other ways were the Bliss and Wisdom Foundation of North America and the Preferred Bank, who each contributed donations specific to this disaster as well. So Dharma Master Zheng Yen Dharma Master Zheng Yen shared that the US is a land with great international influence, and when things happen in the US, there are implications globally. So as we are helping, or as we are supporting folks who were affected in this disaster, we really have to make sure that we make a big impact. Whether it's Tzu volunteers in the US or in Taiwan, we have to act with virtue, and in taking action, grow our own character and expand our own virtue. And in this way, let us create merits and create virtue for all. In Taiwan, there were a lot of activities in support of this time's wildfires as well. So for example, in the Songsan district, a lot of volunteers and family members and community members came together to pray and to fundraise, and fundraised more than 5 million New Taiwan dollars in donations. In Jiayi County, a lot of Tzu volunteers also brought in their bamboo banks to share contributions and donations in support of folks who were affected by the disaster as well. Another example were students of the physical therapy program at Tzu University, who were in the US for, I think, an internship program. This was while the wildfires were happening, and so they also went directly to the events to help. And otherwise, Tzu University also held fundraising events all around campus. Across the US, there were also daily prayer sessions, both in the afternoon and in the evening, for US community members to all come together and collectively pray. This was also around the time of the Lunar New Year. So in a way, we were bringing the blessings and the comforts of the New Year to a lot of these victims as well. Okay. So one particular example of the volunteers that I really want to call out is the Deputy Executive Director of the Northern California Tzu chapter. His name is Xie Minjing. He really played such an important role in supporting the disaster victims this time. And so he's from Northern California, but he went to Southern California to support the wildfire disaster relief efforts. He himself has had a lot of experience supporting wildfire disaster relief efforts in Northern California. And while he was in Southern California this time, you could see through his schedule, he woke up at 5 o'clock every morning, had a very simple breakfast, and then would be out all day to support disaster relief efforts until maybe as late as 11 p.m. at night. So you could really see the spirit of his dedication and his diligence through his activities. And Homeland Master Zheng described Brother Mingjing in this way. His diligence is like water, and in softness there is strength. Okay. So really through this disaster, we can see the importance of all of us coming together to act in kindness. Dharma Master Zheng has reminded us in the past that the US must awaken for the world to be at peace. And we cannot stop natural disasters, but there are many things that we need to do to create the circumstances in the world that natural disasters can be reduced. And amongst these things, they include adopting a plant-based diet and praying with sincere hearts. Yep. So through these stories, we hope you can see great love being shared around the world through the examples of the wildfires in Southern California this time and all of the disaster relief efforts and community members across the world coming together to support those who were affected. Okay. So I missed the first part of this, but I believe these monthly sessions have been held for around 5 years now, beginning in 2020, April. So, of course, many thanks to Sister Janet and Brother Victor. So online, there are many comments coming in from listeners thanking, again, Sister Janet and Brother Victor for today's session. Sounds like during the sharing earlier, there were two younger volunteers who had come to the study group, and so Sister Meiyun was welcoming them. This next session, we're going to move to our activities session. Let's welcome our activities team. So everyone, please rise and feel free to follow along. So feel free to follow along as we exercise to the music. Let's briefly rest, take a breath. Feel free to sing along as well if you know the lyrics or the words.
开，吸气哈。好，来，有拉到脚筋哈。好，来再一次，慢慢上，来，合掌，好，慢慢蹲，收摄再吸。往你的右边，拉筋，拉腿筋。好，然后拍胸哈。我们已经做你们反向了哈。来，2、3、4，跟我们同手同方向。哎，左边开始，左足气嘛。好，再来，手肘这里，再来，好，从上面往下。第4拍正好在手肘这里。再一次，好，翻过来，从下往上，再一次，好，换手，再来。好，翻过来，手背向上，由下往上，再来。好，相信拍了以后3米6通来，慢慢先收工一下。好，气往你的身上融，好，往上，脚蹬起来。好，打开，有3米6通了哦。好，再一次。好，气也是往这里融，交手。好，起。众生善业，因缘生。3米6通了，也要敲敲头，让自己醒脑一下哈。来，一直敲到后面哦。对，来，再一次，第4次，好，按摩额头。按太阳穴，按鼻梁，搓鼻梁，好，拍我们的淋巴。换边，来，好，换，好，收工哦。来，往上，好，慢慢。练我们的肌耐力哦，再来。
That was really nice. So it seems like we have a different way of hosting our activities now, a different kind of music, if you will.
很好哎。
All right, on to our second song.
大家可以这样带动哦。好，那下一首哈。 来感恩，我们就这样子哦。
他用我们这个
是，他请你来作伴，对不对？
对。好。好，人生上惊，一人孤单，快乐艰苦，拢无人知影。行着路，嘛无人提醒我，来信心甲勇气，只要有人加油陪伴。茫茫人海，跟隔壁人说，咱有缘熟识。我的心思，我的理想，你拢知影。我做的时阵，你对我，生气的时阵，嘛会时时讲笑话，笑嗨嗨。有你做伴，不管要哭也是要笑，咱手牵手。大家做伙来哦！有你做伴，你是予我真心的话，对我的支持力量上大，支持的力量上大。来，走一步，进一步。越走越进步，来走一步，进一步，越走越进步。来，张开双臂，欢迎你，欢迎参加读书会，再来一次。欢迎参加读书会，你心中上惊，快乐艰苦，拢无人知影。行着路。嘛无人甲咱提醒，信心甲勇气，只要有人甲你陪伴。茫茫人海，甲隔壁人讲，咱有缘熟识。我的心思，我的理想，你拢知影。我做的时阵。你对我，辛苦对待，生气的时阵，嘛会时时讲笑话，互我笑嗨嗨。有你做伴，不管要哭还是要笑，来做咱手牵手，永远行做伙。来，有你做伴，支持互我，真心的话。支持力量上大，人生路上，甲隔壁人讲，欢喜有你来做伴，跟左边人说，欢喜有你。好，再一次大家一起唱，人生路上。旁边来，欢喜有你来做，搁一遍来，人生路上，欢喜有你来做伴，来做伴，感恩大家。好，我们也感恩活动组哈，今天第一次用放拜去做这样的，大家请坐放拜这样的一个节，我觉得呢是我们又跨了一步哈。那现在回到简报，就是今天的瑞林世界，因为他们4月12号即将要办这一场园游会，那他今天来其实是为了我们的道具哈，所以在这个当下，他为什么？因为他身为这样的一个组合核心，所以呢就是要来这边。
At the Xianyi office in Shijing. So let's invite Sister Raylene to share about this event. Our Master Zhang, Masters at the Abode, and all of our listeners and volunteers online and here in the crowd. I am railing. And thank you for the 3 minutes today for sharing about the event that's going to be held on April 12th at Jiayi. We're going to have a festival-like event. So, if I caught that correctly, Sister Eiling is talking about the recent earthquake in Myanmar, which has impacted so many people and caused immense damage in Myanmar. If I'm getting that disaster correctly, but this event is intended to be in support of that disaster. So, of course, we want to, as you may know, Jiayi is, not a very big office. So initially we thought this was going to be a smaller scale event, but a number of businesses came together to participate. We originally had something like 80 stands or so, and now we're up to 100 plus. So we really hope through this event that we can share the love or share our love with those who need it. So with each of us contributing, I really believe that we can bring a lot of love to the disaster relief or disaster victims. Seems like there's this fly who's also attracted to me here right now. Now, we did hear in the weather forecast that it's possible there will be rain that day, so we hope that we'll still be able to hold the event, even if there's rain, that it can be a light rain. But regardless of the weather, our hearts will not change. So we will do everything we can to support those folks who most need it. And one of the guests that we've invited to the festival is Brother Ni Mingjun, who is the news anchor for Dai TV or Dai News. So I look forward to his presence as well. He will be hosting, I believe, a lot of the event. So April 12th, Jiayi Festival, we invite you to come. So thank you so much. So there are more folks online thanking Sister Janet and Brother Victor for their session that they hosted just moments ago. One of the comments saying they were really touched by the sister who had lost her own home and yet was out there still helping other victims as well. Another commenter saying that where there is Shiji, there is love. Or maybe where there is disaster, there is Shiji coming to support. Thank you. So a number of comments. Thank you to everyone who left their comments online. And now it's time for our next session.
So we thank all our friends for sharing their positive feedback with us. And now let's talk about our featured speaker, who is a great Bodhisattva. She is the chief of the Tzu Chi Fundraising Office. and everyone in their family, all three of their people in their family are great speakers as well. Her introduction was by a team in Tainan, and then followed by our artwork team in Taipei. She has been here before, and I'm very happy to support the study club. No matter what she has to do, she always kept it as part of her responsibility. Needing to promote vegetarianism, she finds this as an opportunity to go into the crowd. So let's see how she's doing. So I pass out these cards and reminding them how to protect themselves, how to wash your hands, as well as sharing them with the Jesus aphorism. When it comes to fundraising, if she's not the number one, she would be at least a number two, because she is very good at persuading people. So she's promoting a lot of foods for their vegetarian promotion. They have collected all these food items as a donation from local vendors, and she even prepared a coffee for sale. So let us welcome her to join us today with her positive energy. So she's saying that her sister was a little late coming on. So she's joking on how they had a little bit of a quarrel earlier. But as we all know, our speaker is very persuasive, very has that energy that no matter where she is, she has the ability to bring everyone attention onto her. So at this moment, I'm very grateful that to have both of them here. And the reason why is also because they are very close to begin with. So being unable to decide who to invite, I decided to invite both of them. And coming up, I would like to hear more about the humanistic culture mission of Tzu Chi, especially when it comes to fundraising. So her title was the chief fundraiser as the chairperson for the fundraising office. So I would like to show my uttermost respect to her. And once again, let's applaud to thank our team, and let's give our attention to our speaker, Wang Wenqian. And her topic today was guarding the Bodhi, waiting for Bodhisattva. So she did the PowerPoint by herself. Hello, everyone. My name is Wang Wenqian. Why did I use this topic? It's actually started from our leader, Brother Yao, when I saw her waiting outside, who's saying he gave me this word, holding Bodhi and waiting for Bodhisattva. So first, let's just want to share a little bit about my family. Just also want to let you all know that I was young once. This is before I joined Tzu Chi, and this is on the left is where I'm after joining Tzu Chi. So I was deeply captivated by my husband's piano skills and decided to marry him. And since I married him, I kept a lower profile. I'm more of a romantic, whereas he is more subtle. After our marriage, I shared our love through cards. Even when we had fights, we would leave notes for him. And I hope that he would stay happy. I would buy all sorts of different cards. Some of them may be too much to share here. Like where during Father's Day, I pick a card that said, uh, for a completely different you. A couple years after our marriage, my real personality started to show. I'm a very, I'm always in a hurry. So before bed one night, he asked me to make a wish, and that is to not to be angry all the time. And once I made that wish, made that vow, I started to learn how to control myself. When someone said that how happy we are together, they would say that we are a match made in heaven. But my husband would say that he was just getting blames from a higher place. So one day, my husband was saying that my hand was really small. What more can I do? And then my son said to him, even with a small hand, you are unable to jump out of it. So I'm very grateful that he has tolerated me a lot. One day he asked me what music would I like to hear, and he will play it for me. Many people thought that once I married him, that I would get to have a private concert all the time. That is just delusional. I asked him why he wanted to play for me. He said that you've been very gentle this week. You didn't yell at me at all this week. So one of my sister would message me, reminding me to be more gentle with my husband. Despite being very involved in Tzu Chi, I also still am very well domesticated. I look at all the meal that prepared. You can see how good I am at cooking. One day when one sister said that they would have 10 meals and a soup, 10 dishes and a soup. And I asked, how could you able to make all that when you're so busy? And she said that it's because there's 10 ingredients, but all in one soup. My husband is like a spiritual practitioner. He is able to eat the same thing every single day. And so in order for him to get to have a balanced diet, I have to be very creative in preparing different type of dishes. From a video I seen online, they say that the best condition for a couple is like a pair of shoes. There's no pair of shoes that perfectly match two people, but only those who can tolerate. When they are getting older, they're like one hand. They're like a pair of hands. Even though they may be tired of each other, but they will never leave. And with the teachings of Master, our quarrels, our fights is becoming less and less. So our solution now is to walk on the Bodhisattva path together. My son is just like us. He's really good at writing, so he share his thoughts through cards as well. Now, even though he is really good at writing, he's not a very studious person. So whenever there is time to for the final exam, I have to relearn the entire semester with him. So I always said that my husband and my son must have one blank spot in their brain where they hold the Buddha's teachings. If you can see on the card on the upper right hand side, he would draw the two type of moms, the smiley and or the angry mom, and giving me a choice. I don't know how I had that patience teaching him how to recite sutras when he was 4 years old. When we would go to our sutra chantings, we would be reciting sutras together. So whenever we have a fight, it's never the wife that leaves the house. It's always the husband that leaves out. And my son would write a card to my husband saying that he's feeling really bad that he's going to his parents' house. I my family is never big onto name brands. So one year he asked me, "Oh, the shoes I wear, are they real? Are they a real brand?" I said to him that, no, we bought this at a night market for the price. Do you think it is real? So my brother, well, so my husband would share share with the people that that even though he's 38 years old, he still doesn't make his own bed. And after he said that, one day he would make his bed and then send a message to my husband telling him that he did it. When my husband retired, he followed me around. Because he was the songwriter for the Faith Corp and Siqing anthems. So some people are familiar with him, and after seeing him, and bring and bring my husband to all sorts of different events. In 2010, my guidance in the foundation asked me to make a vow to be a honorary board member. So unfortunately, during those years, I was not very well off. My son at that time was a manager for 3 stores. So he did not have a whole lot of money as well. So he decided to live at home and then donate part of his wages to be honorary board member. And to help achieve this wish, I wonder what can I sell to fundraise. I remember I had a spot in one of the towers for me to stay when I passed away. So I typed a letter to all my friends and asking if anyone wants the spot. So I asked her if she really needed the spot, and she said that no, I don't really need to. But she just wanted to support me. So finally, I transferred over the spot to her. One year when I was doing a fundraising at the Dai TV station, I asked her to join us. And so that he And so that during the fundraiser, she resold it to another person for double the price as a fundraise. But before, I used to go to the salons very frequently. So I used to go to the beauty salon a lot to get my hair done, as well as getting a pedicure. So previously, we're hearing the stories of like people wearing black nail polish. I mean, I have it. I have nail polish on my hand and my fingers. I mean, on my fingers and my toes. But after decided to commit to this vow, I stopped going to hair salons and saving every little bit I can. Before, I was buying lipsticks at the department stores, and decided to buy them instead at cosmetic stores for much less price. One time after I finished the story, I received 5 lipsticks. You can see how pure Tzu Chi volunteers are. So teacher Meiyun's is sharing that they have similar stories, and that these are both of their how they were before they joined Tzu. So I had a friend who came to borrow money from me. I typically don't lend money to people, but knowing her, knowing her, I just happened to have money at hand, and I decided to lend it to her. In seven in 7 months, within 7 months, she repaid all her debt, and I was able to fulfill my wish within 7 months. There's one person that really moved me. You can see this person standing next to me. She is a staff in Tzu, and he saved up for 13 years to become an honorary board member, to donate to be an honorary board member. So I joined him to Hualien for the certification. And there's also one person I'd like to share. So Sister Huarong had had very good sharing that a lot of people ask her to share. So this person is one of the few that was in who had a higher position in high tech industry. She had 70 to 80 staffs with higher degrees than her. She asked her boss whether she needed to get another degree, and the boss said that no, I just trust you. So 1 year she had a heart rate about 160 and went into the hospital. Her her daughter had impulse control, so they had to lock their refrigerators because she can never feel full. Because of these rare diseases, um, she her average age is only about 30 years old. And for a mother, it's almost like a ticking time bomb. You never know when the daughter will pass away. And 1 year after hearing my sharing, she also made the vow to donate 10 honorary board member positions as well as recruiting 10 more. So whenever she called us, when she picked up, when if we pick up, she will hang up immediately, and if we don't pick up, she will call repeatedly, 3 to 4 times. So my husband called and left a message for her, and he would listen to the recording repeatedly. So uh, her husband was very impatient. And so one year that she asked him that there's two options for you. One is to get a divorce. The other is to follow me and do Tzu Chi together. Her husband decided to do Tzu Chi. So another story. So another story, one of the donor, her daughter passed away, and one year that she decided to donate to be an honorary member, and he gave a picture of her son when he was little. We asked why there's only pictures of them as kids, and she said that because her her son and her husband had depression and passed away when they were 30 years old. They had a very small family, and she stayed with her daughter. After watching the TV series on Dai TV, she was very motivated and decided to join in Tzu Chi. She works as a tour bus operator, and she only wears clothes that are left over by her daughter. She never thought to keep some money in her, and every time when I call her and talk to her, she's either in a hospital volunteering or watching reruns of the study group. So next, so let me do a little shameless promo. If you want tofu, make sure to eat this brand. The main reason is why, because they are supporting Dai television. The CEO right now is a couple who were my classmates in universities. They started donating to Tzu Chi about 30 years ago, but due to recent rumors about Tzu Chi, they are tired. They're very tired of explaining, so they stopped their donations. They invited me to their house, and he loved to read, so there's books everywhere on the floor, on the shelves. I went there for 4 days. Every time we chatted, a, he would donate a portion. So a few years later, they adopted their commercials on Dai TV. So she started back in May, and when I'm sharing in July, I started to promote it for him. And this was a service for him too, that letting him know that there's how many people are here. And he noticed that there is more and more people promoting his tofu for him. He was one of the donors in 1993 when we had a benefit concert back then. And there's one volunteer who volunteered 180 hours, or who worked 180 hours a month. And she's always worked in intensive care units. And and she has donated or completed 2 honorary board positions. She said that, all we needed was a roof over our head and a simple meal. So there's no need to save up too much money for for her kids. One day after we meet together, she said that she needed to go to work at 12. She works 3 jobs. One is at the post office sorting letters, and then the afternoon she works in a factory. Every month, ever since January, she would transfer $30,000 as donations. I am very grateful for the Da'ai Friend website. They have very cute cartoons. And some people ask, "Oh, which stock should we buy?" And there's a brother that said that right now I'm still saving the one at Master. That one doesn't grow but doesn't drop, and it will keep its value forever. Master's office said that U.S. is a very good place, but a good place will only support fortunate people. So those who are no fortunate will not be able to stay there. And I really wish everyone to join in to be friends of Da'ai, and because there's so many of some amazing stories in there. So as you can see, that Sister Huarong is really good at sharing. And in the beginning, she made us laugh, and then towards the end, she made us cry. So now we'd just like to share some of the feedbacks from our viewers, that's saying that she's sharing true stories from her life. From the feedback from Sandong, saying that when the family joins to and share their stories or their feelings to cards, it's a very interesting thing to see. And because she has so many good affinity, making good relationship with people, she also have a lot of good stories to tell. And one was saying that she is a great model for all of us Tzu volunteers. And so the feedback saying that all their whole family is great speakers, is very It's they're very envious. And so from Guangzhou, we're saying that she has a great wish, even though she's still such a small person. And they're singing praises of how the whole family is learning. So I'm very grateful for everyone to give our supports, and with their presence here, they were sharing a lot of their stories and a lot of their love with everyone. So one of our brothers, when they are learning about the sutra, he would write them down by hand. He shared with me that Master said every day that he would make a wish in front of Buddha, wishing every Tzu Chi volunteers to attain happiness. And all of our worries, our pain, has focused on the Master, so that we can focus ourselves entirely through our own spiritual growth. And it is amazing to see that Master is willing to carry on this burden for all of us, and to have a teacher so dedicated to us. We must cherish this affinity. As we know early from last year, Master fell. Um, even though we hope that everything will be safe and remain the same, but we know the things that happen afterwards, the wildfires in California, and now the earthquake in Myanmar. Even even Master does not feel well. She still follows her routine and dress properly for the early sutra chanting, because she finds this is her responsibility. So last time we had people from Dai TV that requested a makeup team. So I never thought that doing a study group, I would need to have a makeup team. But now, with everybody's help, within 2 days, we have 11 beauticians who were able to support. So next time when they come, we have professionals who will help with your makeup and hair. So I'm very grateful for them to join us today and share with us the wealth of the world, and how to cherish our blessings and create even more blessings. Even though it's something we hear frequently, but through case visits, through storytelling, it deepens our understanding. So once again, let's give them a round of applause. And quickly, let's go back to our slides. Next week, We hope that everyone will continue to support Jinsi products and understand the goodness that comes from Jinsi products. Next week, we have our great friends from Yuru, and this is where the actual person from the actual people for the diadrama will be joining us. And we also invited a songwriter, Li Jianfu, to join next week. And we're very grateful for people who are donating this book with all of us, or just to share the healing powers. Next week, we'll have our overseas team from UK. There are 8 people joining us. And we will have a guided reader from Sister Jen. So once again, let's give a round of applause because of all the positive energy we have, and make sure that we all share the one goal, one dream, and the Dharma. And persevere, you will meet a better version of yourself. And as most importantly, you don't have to be powerful, but you have to be influential. And we wish everyone to see you all every Wednesday